first use of the ball here from the ASB Stadium. Round 12, the last regular season game here, as Kevin Smith goes hard to the rack and will miss. And the ball's just sitting there for pretty much anybody. Kareem Johnson will come up with it, hit Leon Henry. Leon Henry will find Corey Webster and slow it down back to Lindsay. 10 on the shot clock here for the Saints. Casey Frank tries to fill it inside, and there will be a foul called on the play. Saints to inbound, Webster with it. Let's have to get Troy McLean, Corey Webster, 1 and 2 respectively in the three-point shooting percentage. That's not bad when you're backcourt. Look at Casey Frank go. Nice reverse from him, floating up in the lane. Casey Frank.
Good to see those legs of his still working, just gliding through the air there, Dan.
Dylan Boucher will find Kevin Mickens. He'll put up a mid-range jumper off the back of the iron. Bodies are flying. Casey Frank and Smith collide in midair. Somehow Lindsay Tate will end up with it. Kick it off to Corey Webster. And they just seem to have such a well-seasoned, well-oiled attack here.
Being very patient here early on in the game here, Dan.
Yes.
Working through their sets.
Stolen by Mickens. Lindsay Tate, check that. Leon Henry will lose it. Luke Martin comes back the other way. Everard Bartlett wants to jay up a three ball, does so off the back of the iron. Leon Henry with the rebound. He's on the run here for the Saints. And Leon will go coast to coast. And quickly here, it's 4-0.
And that's the area where Wellington Saints can hurt you so much. Their transition offense, they've got guys that love to get out and run, and guys like Leon Henry who can finish it right at the hoop with ease.
Kareem Johnson going for the steal on Mickens. Almost had it. Dylan Boucher on the outskirts. Luke Martin goes to penetrate, puts the ball on the floor. Inside to Boucher. That'll be swatted away by Leon Henry. Luke Martin will end up with it, however, and that will be a 24-second violation. Good defense by the Saints.
Great recovery there by Casey Frank, and Kareem Johnson was there to give some help as well, and Dylan Boucher just didn't have the legs or the size to get over the waiting arms.
It's such a deliberate attack are the Saints with their offense. Casey Frank has it on the wing, working on Dylan Boucher. Backing down on Dylan. Finds Corey Webster. Corey spins, little fade away from him. Off the mark, not to be. Casey Frank with offensive rebound. Tate finds Henry. And they will start proceedings over.
And again, Dan, such a great offensive rebounding team and defensive rebounding team, the Wellington Saints, just creating those extra opportunities.
Three ball from the corner. Leon Henry lights it up. Look, he's got his own little fan club happening there, Leon Henry, of course.
That's not a fan of Leon Henry right there.
Kevin Smith puts it up and will hit the bottom of the net. All season long, he's got that mid-range jumper well within his range.
Finally, Dan, after 3 minutes, the Pirates get themselves on the board. The Wellington Saints is such a potent offensive team. The Pirates are going to have to find the hole a bit more often, as we see Lindsay Tate just knock down a wide-open shot.
Got to get a body on that, that's for sure. Dylan Boucher finds Luke Martin. He will put up a floater high off the glass. Over the outstretched arms to Casey Frank for two.
As we spoke about earlier, Dan, you know, Luke Martin hits the nice floater, but Casey Frank gets the ball on nice and quick into Lindsay Tate, who's the most dangerous player in New Zealand in terms of getting the ball up the floor and looking to make opportunities.
Corey Webster puts the ball on the floor, goes right to the rack and gets two with a nice kiss off the glass. Everard Bartlett had a relatively epic game a couple rounds ago. Relatively quiet last week. Looking for him to light it back up here tonight at the ASB. He's got the ball at the moment. Nice pass inside to Kevin Smith for a big set down. A steal by Bartlett. Two more.
Just a great sequence of play by Everard Bartlett, coming off those double screens, looking for a shot, but able to find an open Kevin Smith, as Corey Webster just makes it look easy.
Wow. Ball on a string, Corey Webster. Great move in traffic. Doesn't seem to bother him at all. Everard Bartlett goes baseline. Goes to dump it off, and we will have a foul on Casey Frank here.
And then I love the fact that when Everard got the ball on the wing against Casey Frank, he waved Kevin Mickens away. Here we see Everard drive into the hoop, and the great no-look pass to Kevin Smith, who finishes with the dunk.
Great feed, and here's the steal. Anticipation, and two more. Kenny Stone's gonna like that. Casey Frank takes his seat. Aaron Maxey. It's great when you have an import coming off the bench for you. Taking a page out of the Breakers book, Everard Bartlett puts up a trifecta and nails it. Early days, Wellington lead by 2. Corey Webster tries to go baseline. Kevin Mickens shuts that door. Aaron Maxey just into the game for the Saints. Back out to Webster. Boucher hits the floor. A 3 ball from Corey. No good. Aaron Maxey battles with Smith. And it will be Pirates ball.
And it looks like, Dan, the Pirates have found a little bit of energy, a little bit of enthusiasm from those plays from Everard Bartlett. So hopefully they can gain some momentum from this.
Payroll. Inside it goes to Bartlett. Out. Good ball movement here. Luke Martin puts it up off the back of the iron. There's Mickens with an offensive rebound. A rare occurrence for the Auckland Pirates, and Smith will put it home.
And that mid-range game of Kevin Smith that you spoke about, Dan, money in that range, and Leon Henry needs to do a better job of carrying a hand.
All day long, Kevin Smith, mid-range jumper, has been just acing it all season long. George Leaffa into the game now for the Saints. Kareem Johnson will find Corey Webster on the wing. 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kareem, puts up a little floater, no good. There's Dylan Boucher, gets his pocket picked, and he will have a block. Will Dylan Boucher on George Leaffa.
George Leaffa with the great hands hanging around. Takes the ball cleanly away from Dylan Boucher. Thinks he has it easy too, and Dylan Boucher stays with the play and gets the block.
It's almost like George Leaffa knew that was coming. Kareem Johnson spins and gets 2. A little 15-footer, nice for him. Pirates now look to answer. Staying in touch thus far with the league-leading Wellington Saints. The Exodus Wellington Saints. Boucher with it. Out to Smith for 3. Yes, sir! Kevin Smith is laying it up early.
And a good sign for the Pirates. Kevin Smith, not known for his outside game, but after hitting those 2 shots from just inside that range, has the ability to knock down the 3 as well.
Leading all scorers now with 9 points is Kevin Smith. Corey Webster looks to answer back, cannot do so. George Leaffa with an offensive rebound. Webster on the roll. Out it goes to Leon Henry. Tries to go baseline and will step out of bounds. Good defense. Kevin Smith doing it on both ends of the floor, Paul.
Tero Cameron arguing with the hands foul, but there we see great camera work. Leon Henry stepping on the baseline 2 times. Easy call for the ref.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Adams. We finally get a look at him here in the Barnacord New Zealand National Basketball League. Dylan Boucher goes coast to coast, and Steve Adams says, no, Dylan, I know you're a legend, but not today. Lindsey Tate goes back the other way, and Steve Adams, oh, man. Wow, he's leading. What do you think of this, Paulie?
What an entrance to the game from Steven Adams. The big block shot and then the putback dunk.
Yikes. Mickens will get a rebound, however, but Steve Adams is just flexed his muscles on into this game. 17 years old, I can't believe it.
And if you didn't know, now you know who Steven Adams is.
Little float inside from McLean. Maxey and Adams couldn't handle it. Dylan Boucher will come back with it. Luke Martin fights Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith puts up another three. Can't convert this time. And we'll have a foul, I believe, on Corey Webster.
And here we see the Steve Adams mini highlight with the great block against Dylan Boucher. He stays with it, stays with the play, and the Thunder is put back. Doug, what a start to the game, Dan.
It's about his 7th second in this game. And you can see why he comes with big raps, because, wow, 2 very impressive statistics from him as he enters the game there. He's got very big hands as well, very big feet. Just you can tell he's going to fill out into that body quite well. He is a unit.
And you know what they say about guys with big feet, Dan?
No.
Big shoes.
Right. Dodge that bullet. Troy McLean will find Lindsay Tate, and they will bring it up over half court. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first. 1 point in it. Foul, Houston O'Reilly, who is the pride of Ty Happy, I'm told, by his dad pregame. Houston O'Reilly's got a couple bigger brothers, rugby players, Paulie.
Must be in the blood. But Houston's had a great year this year,
Yes.
I think, Dan, after his rookie year with the North Harbour Heat last year.
Yes.
I think he's come on and played some really solid minutes, proven that he can play some quality minutes at this level, knock down the open three, push the ball. I think good signs for the future for Houston O'Reilly.
Troy McLean thought about it, could not convert. And another whistle here, Gavin View, and it will be Pirates ball.
I think Stephen Adams called for the foul there. Just literally threw Kevin Mickens out of the way. Referee Gavin Few, easy call for him there.
Brooke Rusko into the game now, had played well for the Junior Tall Blacks in the World Under-19s. And Dylan Boucher looking for Bilal Abdallah into the game now, right there. Couldn't handle the jandle on that pass, and it will be Saints ball. Anyway, Houston O'Reilly misses the Under-19s ball by a month. McLean into Lindsay Tate, head fake. Out it goes to Aaron Maxey, baseline, nice, automatic stuff from him.
Something that Aaron Maxey does so well. As soon as he comes off that bench, Dan, he's ready to catch and shoot. And as he did very well there off the great pass from Lindsay Tate.
Mickens with it. Brooke Rusko puts up a three. Yes! Brooke Rusko lights it up from downtown.
Good sign for Brooke Rusko. We saw how much damage he can do in that game a few weeks ago in Hamilton Boys High School when he exploded there for the Pirates. As Houston O'Reilly gets called, Lindsay Tate taking him down to the post and trying to use that size advantage of his.
Just under a minute to go in this first quarter. Just 2 points in it. Aaron Maxey has all kinds of problems underneath. And he will be fouled, and Boucher will collect that one.
Great work underneath there by Maxey, finding himself in a little bit of trouble there with Mickens on his back, but stayed with it and made the strong move up through the contact and drew the contact from, I believe, was Dylan Boucher with the hands foul right there.
First free throw of the game here for the Saints. Aaron Maxey nails it. And we're all tied up here. Mickens will find Dylan Boucher, kicks it off to Houston O'Reilly. 18 on the shot clock here for the Pirates, and that's a good matchup. Houston O'Reilly and Lindsay Tate. Oh, Kevin Mickens with a massive set down with a center from none other than Dylan Boucher.
Great set play there by the Pirates. Houston O'Reilly coming off the pick and roll with Mickens, finds Dylan Boucher, who finds a wide open Kevin Mickens, who obliges with a big dunk.
Jumping into the next stratosphere was Mickens. Leon Henry goes to answer with a little leading left-handed shot and will do so. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Houston O'Reilly has it. the shot clock and how much time left in the first quarter. Brooke Rusko for three. Yes! At the buzzer at the end of the first. And the Auckland Pirates have come to play some ball here tonight. At the end of one, ladies and gentlemen, the Auckland Pirates 26 and the Exodus Wellington Saints 23. Great alley-oop there. What a pass. Puts it up. Mickens munching it up all day long. Just a great pass from Dills.
Great elevation there by Mickens, but for me, Dan, that last couple of minutes there for the Pirates, Houston O'Reilly, there's that man.
Yep.
You know, he comes off, although he didn't make the play that went directly to Mickens, found Dylan Boucher, who found Mickens, and then at the end there, found a wide open Brooke Rusko to the spot that had just hit a three from that same position.
All right, we're going to throw things over to Dennis. Dennis, what you got, buddy?
I'm with the Tall Blacks coach, Nenad Vucinic. Nenad, are you watching the game in a Tall Blacks capacity, or are you just spectating tonight?
Mostly in a Tall Blacks capacity. I'd like to see some guys live. I haven't seen him all this year. I have seen a lot of videos, but it's different when you see guys live as well.
You've got the Stankovic Cup coming up at the end of July. Obviously, you're looking at players and potentials. That's quite a big tournament as we build towards the qualifiers, the Oceania qualifiers, isn't it?
Look, you know, we've got tough qualifiers against Australia, in Australia, all three games. So, as usual, we want to prepare the best possible way against the best opposition we can have. All three tournaments we're attending in China, in Macedonia, and in Turkey are all top-level opposition, and that's what we need.
And having someone like Pero coming on board, along with Chris Tupper, and I know you've got Dylan Boucher later on as well, so great coaching staff, isn't it?
Absolutely, you know, Pero has proven in the last 2 years that he's already a top-level coach. But all three assistant coaches that we have got have been great international players, and they've got that international experience that is needed. And they've all been known as great readers of the game, and I think there's a great future in front of them.
Nenad, a quick prediction on this one after the first quarter?
Tell you what, you know, it's a high-scoring game. You know, both teams are playing, you know, at the high pace and quick shots. And I think, you know, in those next two quarters, you know, the defense will tighten and we will not see such a easy flow game. I think, you know, Saints will have it at the end, but Stars are in a situation they've got nothing to lose and they're playing relaxed, and it's going to be different for Saints.
All right, well, thanks, Nenad, and good luck at the end of July.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you so much, Dennis. You never know who's going to come to the game and check it out. Luke Martin with it.
Luke Martin just caught with the offhand there.
Yep.
Just with the left arm extending a little bit on Lindsay Tate to create that space, and a very good call there from the referee. You don't see it called often, down the offensive foul when they use the arms, but that time there, a very good call.
Lindsay Tate now looks to steady the ship here for the Saints. Luke Martin went for the steal, couldn't get it. Casey Frank with it. Top of the key, floats it inside for Kareem Johnson. And wow, defense just collapses on Kareem. Good defense here by the Pirates.
Casey Frank looking for Kareem Johnson, who has the young Nick Burrow in the game, but the young fella did a good job, as well as receiving some help from the Pirates as well.
Troy McLean with it. And we'll get it stripped, and somehow Dylan Boucher will end up with it, of course. He will slow things up. Go by Casey Frank, dump it off for Barrow, and that'll be two. What a great play by Dylan Boucher.
The wily old veteran using all the tricks in the book. Great drive and find a wide open Burrow, who does a great job here defensively getting around Johnson and getting the steal. Here come the Pirates again, Dan.
Nice. Auckland 5 points buffer at the moment, looking to inflict a little more damage here on the league-leading Wellington Saints. Bilal Abdullah from Alaska finds Barrow. Barrow puts it up high at the glass, not to be. Here comes Lindsay. Lindsay stops, goes to put it up. Good defense by Nick Barrow. Lindsay puts it up again, not to be. Casey Frank, where is it? I got it. He'll find Kareem. There's two. Wellington out Pounding Auckland 11-4. Nice pass inside, good feed, back outside it goes. Luke Martin with it, puts the ball on the floor, a little floater, and will get it to go. There's Dylan Boucher with a steal on the inbound pass. We'll find Luke Martin, and there he is again, doing what he does best. Dylan Boucher. Nice give and go between him and Barrow. Barrow couldn't finish it though. They will maintain possession, however, with a fresh 24.
And I like the way this guy here, Barrow's come into the game. He's done a great job defensively, doing a good job on Johnson, did a good job last trip against Lindsay Tate with a couple of blocks, and been on the receiving end of a couple of good passes by that man right there, Dylan Boucher.
Good signs here from the Auckland Pirates. Kind of baffling the Wellington Saints at the moment. They're ahead by 5 points, 30-25.
Double team Luke here. Next pass here. You got to take it away, Lee. If you sit in here, he makes that pass. We got two guys on the ball. Of course it's going to be high-low, all right? You got to take that pass away. He picks it up, take it away. No use being in here. He's not going to make that pass. They're all on the outside. He's double. Deny that pass. Deny the corner. Help side get over here and pressure him. Stay with the double, all right? The double's a little bit late. Get into it early. Okay, come on, guys. Good passes, Case. Easy passes. Beasley second up, so Beasley line, go here. Upper end. Go to strong double again. 1, 2, 3.
And, geez, I thought we caught that guy. Wait a second. Bilal Abdullah, the second import here for the Auckland Pirates, looking to extend this 5-point lead, which they have amassed on the Wellington Saints. Fresh 24 for them. 7:32 left to go until halftime. Smith puts it up. He's got the hot hand at the moment. Couldn't convert on that occasion. Away comes Lindsay Tate. Kareem Johnson will be fouled by Kevin Smith, going to the rack.
And a bit of a size advantage there for Kareem Johnson on Kevin Smith. Does a great job of getting nice deep position here, turns into it, and a little bit of a hands foul up top there on Kevin Smith.
Kareem Johnson was just hired on as a substitute import at the beginning of the season, but produced such good numbers. They decided to keep him on for the whole season, and probably a smart move by the Saints, Paulie.
Oh, very smart move. You know, Kareem Johnson been in the league a number of years now, 2 championships under his belt, and what a substitute import to bring into your side there.
Brooke Rusko will find Bilal Abdullah. He'll go to penetrate, kick it back out to Brooke. 7 on the shot clock here for the Pirates. Luke Martin's got to make something happen. Little fadeaway, high shot. Tried to get it over Casey Frank, well short. Kareem will scoop it up, and away comes Lindsay Tate for the Saints. Another foul here on Casey Frank.
Casey just getting called for the illegal screen there, arguing his case. Not a lot of contact there, but he's going to have to now sit down as he finds himself in a little bit of foul trouble with 2 fouls.
Nobody's scored yet here, still a 5-point buffer. Everard Bartlett will just basically charge into Kareem Johnson and get the foul on Kareem.
Pirates a little bit lucky there, you know, a sloppy pass here from Smith to Bartlett in the backcourt, and Everard Bartlett just made a great play and was able to draw a foul on Johnson.
Mickens into the game for Barrow. Luke Martin to inbound. We'll find Abdullah. Everard Bartlett, 10 on the shot clock for the Pirates. Feeds it inside to Smith, and will set down another one as the shot clock shakes.
And once again, Dan, a great find by Everard Bartlett. Everybody knows he can score, he can shoot the basketball, but he's done a great job of finding the open man when he needs to.
Outside shot from Webster, and that's money from him.
And Dan, that's two guys there that could be fighting it out for a All Black spot later on in the trials this year. I was talking earlier on to Nenad Vucinic, and he's saying that there's a bit of a lacking void there in terms of shooting guards. So two guys battling it out tonight that could find themselves in a All Black singlet later on this year.
He's mulling that over now, I'm sure of it. Lindsay Tate goes to penetrate, pulls up. 18 on the shot clock for the Saints. We'll find Webster open for three, launches one. No serve, Bilal Abdullah with the rebound. He's on the run. 1-on-2, takes a burn. Could not finish the dunk. Webster had Kareem Johnson all alone, didn't see him. He'll get the ball now, go to the rack, and will be fouled on the way in. Kareem Johnson just getting slapped there by Kevin Mickens, getting a hand in the cookie jar, the proverbial cookie jar, Paulie.
And Mickens has to take a seat, finds himself with 2 fouls as well, so back in the game comes young Nick Burrow.
And we've got double dribble called here on Corey Webster. You don't see that every day called on C-Dub.
Oh, he came off the screens there, off the out-of-bounds set, and found himself a little bit wide open, but Everard Bartlett made a great recovery and was able to challenge his shots and force Corey into a turnover.
Luke Martin with it. A little bit of a mismatch there with Kareem. He'll put up a floater off the glass, and one for Luke Martin.
Great job by Luke Martin, just keeping his dribble alive and felt the contact. And you never know when you're going to get those calls, Dan, but he decided to put the shot up, and it was a great decision because it went in and he got the foul.
Kevin Smith leading all scorers with 11 at the moment for the Auckland Pirates. 36-28, Pirates in the lead. 4:54 left to go until halftime. Lindsay Tate with the rock, puts it up. Could not convert. There's Aaron Maxey down low. Up and in it goes.
Great job by Maxey staying on the offensive glass, and he's just so strong, deceptively strong as he dropped the shoulder into Smith. Finished off with the two. We see these two guys going at it again. I don't know if they heard us talking about it there.
Hammer and tongue, my friend. Nice pass from Barrow inside to Abdallah. Will get his own rebound. Can't finish and will do so the second time around.
Great job by Abdullah, just staying with the play. Missed a couple of bunnies, but stayed with it and was able to tip it in as Maxey tries his luck again for the three.
Could not convert. Luke Martin comes away with it. Finds Kevin Smith. He's on the run. And will draw a foul on Aaron Maxey. Smith with two very big steps, and Aaron Maxey just shut that door on him. Says, hey, you're gonna have to earn these from the line, my friend. Off he goes. Kevin Smith at the line.
And as we talked about pre-game, a lot of these Pirates players are looking like they're playing with you know, a relaxed mentality. And this guy right here, who's been outstanding to start the game, the 11 points. Everard Bartlett playing with that freedom. Luke Martin putting up a really big fight as we see a 9-point lead already for the Pirates over the Saints.
Well, I mean, the Auckland Pirates have had bright spots throughout the whole season. Brad Anderson, he's at the end of the bench at the moment, hurt, but man, he played fantastic one game. Houston O'Reilly, another great find. So they've got the young talent. They just need to get two decent imports at the beginning of the season, get them rolling with the whole team like the rest of the league has done.
And it does seem they're starting to gel, unfortunately, at the wrong time, as we see Steven Adams go baseline with the thunderous dunk.
Steve Adams with a monstrous dunk on the baseline. Whoa!
I think we need to just talk to Piero Cameron and just say, leave this guy on the court.
Kevin Smith looks to answer back, cannot do so. Adams goes for the rebound with Barra, but holy moly. Here it comes. Right by Nick Barrow like he was stopped and slammed home. Steve Adams, quite possibly my new best mate. Corey Webster says, hey, I can go through traffic off the glass. What do you think of that? Pretty good, Corey. 2 points for him. In any event, Auckland still sitting on a 6-point buffer here with 3:12 left to go in the first half. Abdallah puts it on the floor, runs into George Liafa, and he'll be pinged with a foul.
This is where the Pirates need to stay composed. Looks like Wellington Saints have come out with a little bit more energy these last couple of plays that they can solidify and keep scoring, knock these free throws down. They might find themselves with a little bit of a buffer going into the halftime break.
Steve Adams going to Pittsburgh, Division I, good people, playing for Jamie Dixon at Pittsburgh. Coming up this fall, Division I, big time in the States. Tried to get a little information off him pregame, but I think Casey Frank and Payroll gave him the heads up on me. Paulie didn't take me serious at all, did he? Good kid, we wish him well.
He seems like a very good kid, Dan. Seems like he's got his head screwed on right. We only wish him the very best for it, whatever he decides to do in his future.
And his mentor is sitting on the bench over there next to Payroll Cameron. Kenny McFadden has spent hours and hours and hours with Steve Adams, and that has got to go. And mentioned, there he is, Kenny McFadden has put in months and months with Steve Adams to get him where he is at the moment. Good on you, Kenny.
And unfortunately for the Pirates, the point guards are finding themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. That was Luke Martin's third foul. Houston O'Reilly comes into the game with 2 fouls.
Webster and 1. Freezing Everard Bartlett in his tracks. Let's have a little looky-loo here. I'm going to put, yep, got the contact and put it up. Fantastic. Great stuff by Corey Webster. It will be Pirates ball here.
Maxey called there with the push in the back on Dylan Boucher. Dylan Boucher will go down the other end and shoot 2 free throws. So we see neutral, Pero Cameron.
We have the relay and for the following
Luke Martin's thinking about it. He's on 3 fouls. That's why you see him where he is at the moment. Houston O'Reilly with 2, Mickens with 2, and Dylan Boucher with only 1. And he is at the line. The scoring machine last week, Dylan Boucher, with 16 points, Paulie.
I did see that and got himself to the free throw line plenty of times and knocking them down, which is good to see.
And the second one will rattle out, but because of his little stutter stepping, stop and go free throw style, he'll get another shot, and a big smile on Paulie Henari's face over here.
He catches so many people out with that little hesitation he has in his shot. I think he just does it on purpose just to see how many guys he can catch out during the course of a game, Dan.
Yeah, Steve Adams was so far in the lane, he just didn't even try to go back. He just stayed there. George Liafa with it, will find Corey Webster, looks up at the clock. We're in the shadows at halftime. 2:35 to go until then. Webster penetrates. Aaron Maxey thinks about another 3. This time it will rattle home.
Aaron Maxey always got that gun loaded. Great pass by Corey Webster, who was covered from good defense by Everard Bartlett. Aaron Maxey knocks down the 3.
Still a 5-point buffer here for the Pirates. Bartlett will find Smith. Smith will find Bartlett. He'll put up a 3 ball. Didn't look likely, and Houston O'Reilly will get the offensive rebound here for the Auckland Pirates. It seems like the Pirates tonight are getting a few more offensive rebounds than the basketball gods have given him in the past few weeks. Everard Bartlett's got all day, baby, and that's what he'll do to you.
Great find there by Houston O'Reilly, who had the good penetration baseline. Found a wide open Evra Barlow, who knocks it down.
Liafa, the nuggety point guard here, directing traffic for the Saints. Webster double teamed. And Boucher will get his hand in and be pinged with his second foul here.
One of those cheap fouls that Dylan Boucher could regret later on in the game. You know, he was doing a good job staying out of foul trouble with some of his teammates. An early foul trouble. That puts him on 2 with 1:22. Let's hope he doesn't pick up that third foul before halftime, Dan.
It's relay time.
Once again, Corey Webster sitting at second in the league. 3-point shooting percentage right behind Troy McLean. Troy McLean before the game wanted to make sure I said that, but then Corey said, hey, I take more 3-point attempts. What do you want? Nick Barrow will lasso the ball in. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Houston O'Reilly with it. Over to Boucher. Barrow. Into Dylan Boucher. He is Barrow. Nice little move from him. No go. And that's good defense there by the Wellington Saints. Good ball movement here as Aaron Maxey sets one down.
The Pirates have done a reasonable job at slowing down Wellington Saints, not giving them too many opportunities, but as we saw there, what they can do when they get out and run.
Houston O'Reilly, and at first you don't succeed, try again. Still got that buffer, do the Pirates here in the first half. 25 seconds left to go, 16 on the shot clock. Webster on the roll, back to Liafa. He's gonna put one up mid-range, well too strong. And Pirates will have the last shot of the first half with 15 left to go. We've got some late substitutions here. Are they gonna allow it? No, says Cheryl Crabb. Back to the bench you go, Bilal Abdallah. And he will not get in. With 15 left to go here in the first half. Auckland Pirates, you'd say they've been outplayed, but they're sitting on top of the score sheet. 7 seconds in the first half. Bartlett goes to penetrate. Little fade away from him. Money bags! And the Auckland Pirates have stung the Saints in the last second of the first quarter and the last second of the first half. There you have it. The Auckland Pirates, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, 51, and the Saints wondering what's going on at 43. You stick and stay, don't go away. If you're not back after the break, I'll put it in my report.
Here at Sky, we recognise that every home is different and that every family has the right to choose the programs they want their kids to watch. With parental control available on every Sky decoder, you can use a secure PIN number to manage what programs and channels are watched in your home. Personalise your Sky experience under the System Setup menu and parental control will be at your fingertips. It's the simple way to keep Sky your happy place.
Use her landscaper, or wear her shoes, or drink her trimmed decaf latte. So why would you eat bread that wasn't made for you? Bergen's new men's well-being loaf has been developed with nutritionists with men in mind.
Go Harvey Norman now for a massive up to 30% off all heat pumps with scorching deals on all the big brands. Panasonic, Mitsubishi Electric, LG, Toshiba. We've even taken up to 30% off all heaters. Panel heaters, ceramic heaters, oil column heaters, convection heaters, even dehumidifiers and electric blankets. Take advantage of these huge heating deals this weekend with a massive up to 30% off heat pumps and heaters only at Harvey Norman. You don't want to miss this one. Must end Monday, 5:30 p.m.
It's to the flyer for grab a seat everyday low fares. The most domestic fares under $100 you'll find anywhere. Visit family and friends with $79 fares each way between Auckland and Christchurch. See more of the country with $69 fares each way between Christchurch and Queenstown. Or treat the family with $89 fares each way between Wellington and Dunedin. Head to the flyer now for the most domestic seats under $100. Only with grab a seat everyday low fares and only at airnewzealand.co.nz.
Whoever said mud sticks has definitely played winter sport. Don't miss Rebel Sport's Hardcore Winter Sale. Thousands of items from your favourite brands are reduced to clear. The Rebel Sport Hardcore Winter Sale. On now. No one's got more sports gear than Rebel Sport.
Well, we've got the brands you can trust.
That's right.
It's important that we sell good quality products here because you want a good result for your projects.
65-litre wheelbarrow, $49.75. Hot water cylinder wrap, $56.30. Ozito multi-tool, $89.94. Gas heater, $98. Energy-saving lamp, $9.86. And if you happen to find a cheaper price on the same stock item, we'll beat it by 15%.
You'll find all the top brands at Bunnings.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Gucci Guilty, the new fragrance for him.
Burger King's Flaming Great Value range. Big flavors at small prices, like the Barbecue Rodeo Burger, packed with onion rings and barbecue sauce, all for just $3. Now that deserves a yee-haw. Value tastes better with the King.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the half here. The Auckland Pirates lead the Wellington Saints here, 51-43. We're going to throw things down on the court to Dennis and Paulie. Dennis.
Thank you very much, Dan. Yes, the Pirates are leading. Paul Hennedy, I bet you're feeling like Nostradamus right now because you said they're going to come out relaxed. They've got nothing to worry about, and they are sticking it to the Saints.
They've come out and played well, and they've had good import off the bench. Brooke Risco coming to the game, Nick Barrow coming and give quality minutes, Houston O'Reilly. But for me, Evra Bala come out with a bit of energy and maybe a bit of a chip on his shoulder, knowing that the Tall Blacks coach is sitting here watching him and Corey Webster go out.
You talked about the battle between them. Just to confirm, Nenad Vucinic said exactly what you said to me. He's keeping a close eye on those two.
Yeah, I think he spoke to me earlier and said there's a bit of a drought in terms of shooting guards in New Zealand at the moment, and these are two guys that he would be looking very closely at.
Having a look at the stats, Paulie, in terms of standouts, you wouldn't think the Pirates were leading looking at the rebounds, but in terms of the assists, 13 to 8, that's probably where they're picking it up, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think a good sign there with their offenses. The 13 assists is creating good opportunities, hence they're shooting the ball at 50% and shooting the ball at 50% from the three-point line as well, which is just a great effort.
Is it a bad habit? The Saints have done this their last 2 or 3 games where they're down by as much as 14-15 and then step it up in the fourth quarter. That game against Taranaki, they only won it with a minute and a half to go. It's a bad habit coming into the Final Four, isn't it? Because if you step up against someone like your side or the Pistons, they won't let you get back into the game.
It is a bit of a bad habit, and I don't think Pierre Cameron will be very happy up there in the changing rooms. But for me, you know, it is played over 40 minutes, and I do expect the Wellington Saints to come out and play with a lot more energy, but a bit more aggressive at the defensive end especially. But hey, the Pirates have done well. They're playing very well, relaxed as we spoke about, and they're like that wounded dog, not playing with any of that playoff pressure, just coming out and they look like they're having fun, which is again a good challenge for Pierre Cameron and the Saints.
One Pirate that's been standing out over the last 3 or 4 weeks, Paulie, is Kevin Smith, and he's really enjoying this game.
He started off the game so well, knocking down the mid-range jumpers, and then Dylan Boucher was able to find him for a wide-open three-point shot. But he's great, you know, able to shoot. And there we see his athleticism, being able to finish above the rim as well.
I must admit, at times I'm sitting there, where have these boys been all season? But it's great to see them now. Conversely, Steve Adams, I heard yourself and Dan talking about him. I'm not going to go over any of that. I know he's going to the First Division in the States, but he has got such a bright future and such a talented young man, isn't he?
Well, what a start to the game. You know, he just comes into the game. Great block there we see against Dylan Boucher. Then follows the play and finishes off with a tip dunk. I mean, what a great impact he had. 4 points, 1 rebound, but the 3 blocks in limited minutes as we see him take the nice baseline move and finish with the nice dunk as well.
Part of that very famous Adams family, Valerie Adams gold medalist, so plenty of pedigree in terms of the genes. Now, how will he find the States, the whole college system? Do you think it can be quite daunting for a young Kiwi guy to go over?
I think it can be daunting, but for me, from what I've known and what I've seen of Stephen Adams, you know, he seems like a pretty classy guy for such a young guy. As we talked about, he's got genes, you know, Valerie, big sister. We also don't get mentioned too often as two older brothers, Warren and Ralph Adams, who played for the famous Wellington Saints back in the day. So he has got a lot of family tradition there in sport in general, but especially basketball.
Well, will the Saints be able to get back into it as they have done many times this season, or will the Pirates prove too strong? When we come back, it's the second half.
He's been the people's champ for almost 2 decades. Don't miss this rare chance to see David Tua fight in the flesh. He's out to right his wrongs against Monty Barrett, the only man to put him on the canvas.
I think the world is stunned. Nobody expected this.
Plus, experience the best undercard ever seen in this country. There are only 3,000 tickets to this explosive night of action, so book now. Sky Arena presents Redemption. Book at ticketdirect.co.nz or call 0800 224 224.
Insurance, it's our job to get you back on the road quicker.
G'day, Dave. Jono. Wearing women's underwear today.
Share everything with non-stop Twitter and Facebook on your mobile.
Right now, with Donaghy's loyalty bonus offer, you can earn up to 20% free product on your everyday dairy farm inputs, from animal health, pasture management, right through to tail paint. All of our products are scientifically proven and guaranteed to work. Like Pro-Calf, a digestion enhancer with ag-research microbes to boost calf growth. So make sure you ask about our loyalty bonus offer before placing your next order.
Got a late night pizza craving? We've got it covered with our late night hours. Place any delivery order online from 9 p.m. till closing and get a free 1.5 litre Pepsi Max. Domino's, it's all good.
I was conscious of the toughness of a World Cup, so this idea of going to Pirina was hatched. The reason was to get them out of the city and freshen them up. And of course it was going to be good for them physically, just wandering around farms and doing things. In my quiet little way, I think I've done something to help New Zealand as a nation.
Use your MasterCard and win the chance to witness history at Rugby World Cup 2011.
Welcome back to ASB Stadium. The Pirates leading the Saints 51-43. I'm with Pirates coach Kenny Stone. Kenny, you must be very happy with the intensity and the energy. You mentioned that at the start of the game, the guys came out and delivered in the first half.
Yeah, we played a good first half, but I expect a lot out of the Saints in the second half. I expect them to step up, but we have to be able to match their intensity. I told the guys we need to punch them before we give them a chance to punch us.
It has been the story of the Saints. They can put on points in any quarter they like. How are you going to counter that?
We've got to be active on the boards, continue to try to compete there, and continue to execute offensively.
Thanks, Kenny. We'll let you go talk to your team. Cheers.
Well, thank you very much, Dennis. And, well, leading your scores here, Kevin Smith with 13 points for the Auckland Pirates, and Corey Webster with 13 points here for the Exodus Wellington Saints. Second half is almost upon us. Coach Paulie Henare, you said it here right off the bat here of the broadcast. These guys are loose on the Pirate squad. They've got nothing to lose, and they're playing that way.
Yeah, they are. It's very good to see them playing that way. But for me, Dan, a very important 2 or 3 minutes here for the Pirates. The Wellington Saints spent pretty much all of that halftime up there in the locker room with Coach Pero Cameron. Obviously not very happy with his troops over the first half. So let's see the Saints, how they respond. Do they come out with an extra bit of energy, and can the Pirates match that energy?
Pero starting off the second half the way he ended the first, having a little chat with Gavin Few. Sure about a recipe or something. Dylan Boucher to inbound will find Luke Martin, and here come the Pirates to start the second half of action. Boucher on the wing, 14 the shot clock. Everard Bartlett has Corey Webster on him. Nice pass, but Kevin Smith could not handle that no-look pass from Everard Bartlett. It was a bullet pass indeed, Paulie. Yeah, a little bit loose there by Everard going for the no-look again. I think if he'd just made a heads-up play, he would have found a wide-open Kevin Smith, who's been able to knock down that mid-range jump shot as he showed in the first half. Casey Frank with it, working on Dylan Boucher. Off the glass and in. Automatic for Casey Frank.
A solid start here for Wellington Saints. Good defensive possession and a good solid shot down low for Casey Frank in the post against Dylan Boucher.
Casey had a quiet first half here, sitting on 4 points. A lot of time on the bench with 2 fouls. Casey, Everard Bartlett puts up a little floater, and that will go down for him. Eight-point spread here for the Auckland Pirates. Lindsay Tate looking to feed it inside to Casey Frank. Kareem Johnson with it. Little floater in the lane. It goes.
Looks like a bit of a game plan to start the second half. Dan going to both their big boys, looking at Casey Frank down low. Casey Frank wasn't open, so they went to Kareem Johnson, who finished with a nice, strong move inside.
Pero looked frozen there for a second. Mr. Freeze got a hold of him. In any event, we got 13 on the shot clock. The Pirates are looking to flex their muscles here early in the third. Luke Martin goes up and in! Wow! Tate back the other way, finds Casey Frank. He's hassled and will be fouled. He was going to dump it off back to Lindsay Tate anyway, but will be fouled in the process of doing so.
And referee giving 2 shots to Casey Frank, who clearly passed the ball off.
Yeah.
After he was fouled by Mickens, which is his 3rd foul. Kenny Stone not happy.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, the Pirates leading the steal category in the first half, 5-2, but the Saints are leading the block category, 5-1 in the first half. Blocks, Saints.
Stephen Adams there, a standout with 3 blocks in his limited time, Dan. What an impact he had on the game.
Impact player indeed at 17 years old. Everard Bartlett with 11 on the shot clock, puts up a long-range ball, could not convert. There's Dylan Boucher to scoop it up with 22 on the shot clock. They'll start off proceedings between the legs. Sloppy play by Dills, but he'll get away with it. Everard Bartlett penetrates to Dills, 2.
And the Pirates looking to go through Everard Bartlett, get the ball in his hands, and Dan, for me, he's their best option right now, making plays either himself, knocking down shots, or finding wide open teammates.
Kevin Smith still sitting on 13 points, has not scored yet here in the second half. Casey Frank with the ball, nice pass, good ball movement. A 3 ball by Leon Henry could not be converted. Casey Frank with the offensive rebound. Tate with it back into Frank. Everard Bartlett, a little bit of help there, offside. And, well, Kareem Johnson couldn't handle that one.
And then pretty good defense there by the Pirates. The Saints had a mismatch, had Lindsay Tate with Dylan Boucher on him at the perimeter. Casey Frank had the smaller Everard Bartlett, but they're able to force a turnover.
And, well, Mickens will just dribble the ball randomly away from himself, and away come the Saints here. Lindsay Tate with a patented head fake. I've been watching it for years. It still messes me up. Kareem Johnson with a little hook shot down on the low post, and that's too close for Kareem. He is not going to miss any of them.
Kareem Johnson also probably realizing that Mickens is sitting on 3 fouls.
Yes.
Not putting up much resistance there as he was able to get close.
Kevin Smith hits the front of the rim. Casey Frank goes up into the stratosphere for that defensive rebound. Away comes Lindsay Tate. Ball on the floor. And he will walk. Yes, he will. Ran out of real estate, did Lindsay Tate.
Mickens here doing a great job. I think Lindsay Tate expecting a little more contact there, and without that contact from Mickens, moved the feet just a little bit, got called for the travel.
Wow, Corey Webster goes to take a seat. Who did they replace him with? Tor McLean.
Not a bad substitution. The guy that has the ability to go off already this year has had a couple of games where he scored 26 points, 30 points. Just the depth from the Saints team, just amazing. 1
and 2 in three-point percentage in the league this year. McLean and Webster. Mickens with it, and Casey Frank swats it away. Great play by Casey Frank. Tough D. Smith, short. Who's got it? Leon Henry comes down with it, and Smith will knock it out of his hands. Foul called on Leon Henry.
Great hustle by both guys. Leon Henry there chasing the ball down. Kevin Smith able to get his hand on the ball, popped it up in the air and went after it. And Leon Henry just called with the hands foul as he went for the ball again. Good intensity by the fellas here, Dan.
7-point spread here for Auckland. 6:03 left to go in the third. Luke Martin with it, goes to penetrate. Finds Boucher. Everard Bartlett on the roll. Inside, tries to feed it to Boucher. Casey Frank might have got a hand on it. In any event, it will be Saints ball.
Again, a little bit of a loose pass there by Bartlett. Saw the open guy in Dylan Boucher, but just couldn't quite find him.
Leon Henry, Kareem Johnson. A more sleek, aerodynamic Kareem Johnson floats through the lane. Couldn't convert. Mickens will hit that rebound. Boucher with it for the Pirates. Mickens steps, goes in, and one for Kevin Mickens.
That's where I think Mickens has the advantage there. The previous play, he's trying to back down Kareem Johnson, who I think has a bit of a strength advantage, but Mickens does a great job here, putting his head down, making a nice aggressive move, and with a nice finish in the M1 from Kevin Mickens.
Two very big steps from him in the lane. And he's at the line, chance to convert a three-point play here, Kevin Mickens. Nice shot, will convert the three-point play. And now it is a 10-point buffer, not for the Saints, ladies and gentlemen, for the Auckland Pirates. That's why we play this game on the court, not on paper, Paulie.
As we spoke about, Dan, you know, the very important first few minutes, as we see Kareem Johnson with the fantastic dunk off the nice behind-the-back pass from Casey Frank.
Great vision by Casey Frank. Check this out. The feed behind the back as Mickens comes, and nobody's there for Kareem, and he will set it down flush.
And unfortunately for the Pirates, they got the ball in really quick after that dunk from Kareem Johnson, but Coach Kenny Stone had already had a timeout checked in. He wanted to talk about something with his troops.
Let's play it straight up. I want to go zone one. Okay, so we got the alley-oop. Okay, zone
One of the key players that's performed well for the Pirates throughout the game, Everard Bartlett, receiving a little bit of treatment there. Let's hope it's not too serious.
So, all you're doing is you're going to be on the weak side wing. You're entertaining, pass it back to Luke. Okay? You're just interchanging. You're there. You're going to come in. Once again, you're good for Kevin. Kevin, you then reverse it to Luke. Nick, make sure you're flashing there. Okay? We're going over the top. Let's get it. Let's get this one. All right? Hey, defense. You got to get up defensively. Give up too much easy stuff. Defense.
Well, 8-point spread here. Marry me, Kevin Mickens. Not me. Her, of course. Jeez. Do you think he likes to land in the long white cloud? Does he want to come back and be an import in this league? What do you think?
Well, you can't go wrong when you've got your own little fan club.
I've got a fan club, and it's a bunch of dudes down in Nelson. Luke Martin bringing up here for the Auckland Pirates, playing with a little panache here tonight. 8-point buffer. Floater inside, and will be picked off by Casey Frank. Easy peasy. And away comes Lindsay Tate with his head on a swivel. Steve Adams back into the game here. Keep an eye on him. Big number 13 for the Saints. Oh, man! He is just a highlight reel waiting to happen. Steve Adams. Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. As soon as this kid comes in the game, something happens. Just a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Wow. He is going to be the bee's knees for Pittsburgh when he gets over there. Bilal Abdallah from well downtown will hit one from the corner park. 4:03 left to go in the third. Lindsay Tate is double teamed and will be fouled. 4 fouls coming up here on Dylan Boucher. Great feed again from Casey Frank. Steve Adams. Effortless. Steal. Mickens comes away with it. Slows things up for Bilal. Over to Boucher. Constantly steadying the ship. The captain of it is Dylan Boucher. Kevin Mickens. Steve Adams. Great little setup there. Houston O'Reilly tries to find Boucher. Boucher is denied. Block, take your pick. Casey Frank, Adams, they all had ball in that one. Oh, and there's Troy McLean waiting alone for a 3 from the corner.
And that's the one guy in this team, in this league, that you don't leave open, especially from the baseline. Troy McLean just so effective.
And the Saints are becoming, marching in here. 57-63, getting a few points back.
Steven Adams just looking a little bit ginger after that play. Tripped over one of those size 20 shoes there of his, I think.
Troy McLean from the baseline, a whack. Kevin Mickens at the line here. Looking for his 10th point of the night, sitting on 9. And that will be his 10th point of the night here, Kevin Mickens. And we will have substitutions. Casey Frank takes a seat. Aaron Maxey back into the fray for the Exodus Wellington Saints.
Abdullah with a few words to say to young Steven Adams. Steven Adams doing a great job not biting into the aggressive words there. Let's keep an eye on those two.
Aaron Maxey for a 3. No, sir. Mickens with the rebound. He'll filter it up to Dylan Boucher. Reverse lay-in. Where was the dunk, Dylan? Where was the dunk? Troy McLean on the wing. Leon Henry. Lindsay Tate, 10 on the shot clock here for the Saints. Lindsay Tate out to Leon Henry for a trifecta. No, sir. There's Aaron Maxey to tip it back out to him. Fresh 24 here now for the Saints. And their offense just seems to function with such a purpose. Adams with it. Adams puts up a little floater. And he will miss that one. And Boucher will get the rebound. Kick it up to Bilal Abdullah. And, oh, he'll kick it off his own shoe. And Adams will now have a steal along with his blocks and dunks and everything else. Leon Henry for 3. Yes, sir! 6-point game. Saints are starting to flex. And what do we have here? A technical foul on Pero! Oh boy. He's not impressed.
He's not impressed, and I think one of the players having a word to the referee who just had enough, called the tech foul. Not going to impress Pero Cameron, because that gets credited to Pero Cameron, and if he picks up another technical foul, then he gets ejected.
Well, Pero's leaving, I'm leaving. Cool, calm, and collected on the sidelines, though. Pero Cameron sitting on quite a machine, this basketball squad he brings into the ASB. Well,
and just what the Pirates need, not what the Saints needed, Dan, just finding a little bit of momentum, and you know, for the Pirates to be able to break that momentum with an easy 2 points and the ball, might have broken that momentum that the Saints have done all that hard work to do.
Bilal Abdallah takes the lane and cannot finish. Reminiscent of last week's last shot against the Mountaineers, just couldn't finish it at the end. Lindsay Tate, he'll go all the way and will be fouled in the process. Let's have a little looky-loo here. What happened down the other end. And who was it? Usual suspects all sitting on the bench back there. Who was it?
And with Pero Cameron standing 6 feet from me, I don't think any of those guys wanted to own up to that, Dan.
Guilty! I'm kidding, Case. It wasn't you. 8-point buffer still here for the Auckland Pirates. Houston O'Reilly goes to the lane and gets two as he gets disheveled on the way in by Steve Adams.
And Dan, just a great play from Houston O'Reilly, putting his head down, seeing the big fella, Steven Adams, putting the ball away from him, and just a fantastic finish.
Wow. Oh, and he hit the deck hard too, didn't he? Once again, the pride of Ty happy. Houston O'Reilly. Off the block, Adams with the rebound. There's Boucher. And, oh, Pero didn't like that call either. O'Reilly to inbound. Boucher with it, 23 in the shot clock, plenty of time here for the Pirates. And foul on Aaron Maxey. It looked like Dylan Boucher might have lowered his shoulder on the way in.
He's a scoring machine now, though, Dan, so, you know, he might get a few more calls these days.
Well, he had a magical call last week against Jack Leisure. Yeah, lower the shoulder and away he goes. Dylan Boucher, 6 points, going for number 7 here. Now it's an 11-point spread with 54 seconds left to go here in the third. McLean for 3. No! Houston O'Reilly with a defensive board. The shortest guy in the court gets the D board. Bilal Abdallah with it. Puts up a 3. Yes! Wow! And the Auckland Pirates are starting to make the Saints walk the plank right here at the ASB Stadium.
Abdullah just doing a great job in the second half, knocking down 2 shots, filling the void that Everard Bartlett, I don't know what's going on with his injury down there, but hasn't been back in the game since we saw him stretching on the sideline.
That's right. Adams puts one up. Oh, yes! Is there anything this kid cannot do? And Bilal Abdallah will throw it out of bounds. Who will it be? Peyro's helping him out with the call. It will be Pirates ball. Two seconds left to go here in the third. Catch and shoot possibility here for the Auckland Pirates, as the Saints find themselves in a bit of trouble at the end of the third. Here we go. Boucher to inbound. 2 seconds left. There's Bilal Abdallah. Will put it up. It will be swatted away by Adams at the end of the third. He'll have another block onto his tally. But at the end of three, ladies and gentlemen, the Auckland Pirates 74 and the Wellington Saints 62. Very impressive. I'm impressed.
Hasn't had a lot of opportunities this year with the Saints. You know, other commitments with the school and study and things like that, as well as the school basketball. But it's good to see him get an opportunity here on national TV. Everyone's heard a lot about Stephen Adams, just hasn't had the opportunity to see the kid play. But from what I've seen tonight, Dan, and from what I've heard, this kid has the goods. And like I said earlier, we wish nothing but the best for him.
Well, he's got a highlight reel just from this game alone, Paul, that should be thrown on YouTube seconds after the game. He's awesome.
He's on the dribble, and he comes hard, kicks to the big, this guy get out of the corner, that shot's on. If you don't have it, the big should be naked down here. They're coming across with the guard, catching weak side. Take your time, big, re-establish, get a catch. With our spot-up shooters, they will double you. Turn to the middle and you'll find some shooters weak side, all strong moves, okay? Double on, extend the pressure. Guard, make sure they don't get any kickouts up the court, okay? Make sure they go back to the ball. Right, boys? If one lays it up, they're going to deny the other guy so he can out-recover. Trans, try and push the board in front of him. Every time. All right, let's go.
Well, once again, the finals, TSB Bank Arena in Wellington, the Final Four weekend. The semifinals Friday, July 15th at 6 and 8:30, and then the grand final Sunday, live on Sky Sport 3 at 6 p.m. Paul, you're going to be down there as head coach for the Hawks. It's going to be one heck of a basketball weekend in a basketball crazy town of Wellington.
Don't jinx me, Dan. Don't jinx us. we got a tough game ahead of us this Friday against the Southland Sharks, and then our home quarterfinal against either the Sharks or the Jets. So either way, that's going to be a tough battle. So not quite there yet. Thanks for the confidence, though. Appreciate it.
Anytime, Paulie, and twice on Sunday, my friend. Aaron Maxey for three. Yes, sir. Wellington has scored the last 5 points here in a row. Boucher with it, feeds it into Nick Barrow. He's alone. Adams goes sky by. Another block for Adams. He's a machine. Lindsay Tate stops and pumps the three. Oh, it will go in off the... Will not count. You don't see that every day, do you, Paulie?
No, unfortunately for Lindsay Tate, the shot clock isn't part of the backboard, and once it touches anything behind the backboard or the supports, that's considered a dead ball.
It would have been a great horse shot, right? Like Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. Off the back of the iron, nothing but net. Ooh, could have been a carry there. Brooke Rusko did not get called with it. 50 on the shot clock here for the Pirates. Bilal Abdallah on the wing, working on Webster. Time here's on the side of the Pirates. Nick Barrow double teamed. Back out to Bilal Abdallah from well downtown. A little strong on that occasion. Kareem Johnson with the rebound. Here comes Lindsay now in the Saints. Saints not flustered though, Paul. They just seem to be running their sets. Maxey, three. Not to be. Great rebound by Bilal Abdallah. Brusco looking to go coast to coast. He will do so. And the Pirates just keep on keeping on.
And that move by Brooke Rusker there, something that Steve Adams has an impact on in the game. Being there, having that shot blocking presence, Rusker had the confidence that he could drive, and knowing that those long arms of Stephen Adams weren't there.
Lindsay Tate behind the back. Aaron Maxey going for the big hang dangler. I'm sure Brooke Rusko got all ball. Lindsay to inbound. Kareem back to Corey Webster. Webster goes to the rack, goes up strong, and he will be called with a charge as Bouncer once again picks himself up off the deck. Brooke Rusko for the Pirates in the corner to Bilal Abdallah for three, and he'll nail it. And all of a sudden here, the Pirates have just opened up a can of contempt right here on the Saints.
Abdullah feeling it in the second half, going 3 for 4 from the three-point line.
Yikes! McLean misses. Pirates ball. Who saw this coming?
Who would have thought, Dan? But the Pirates done a great job of being aggressive, and as we spoke about earlier, just playing with that looseness, not being sloppy, but playing relaxed and playing with that confidence.
Nothing to lose and everything to gain, as it will go off of Dylan's knee. Allegedly, he doesn't agree with that call, of course.
They need to touch the ball. If he hit the ball,
Dylan Boucher doing his own little commentary there. Lindsay Tate on the roll. Out it goes to awaiting Corey Webster for three. Too strong. Great job by Tate to flick it out to McLean, and they will maintain possession, but another block in the process. Wow. Dylan Boucher with another block. And a foul called here on the Saints, I believe. It will be Pirates ball. And at what time here does Pedro Cameron and Kenny McFadden start to get a little worried, Paulie?
Well, right now, Dan, we see Casey Frank and Leon Henry come back into the game.
Yep.
You know, if they're serious about winning this game, they need to make a run right now. But the Pirates are playing some great basketball now. And I think, for me, the key to the second half for the Pirates has been Abdullah doing a great job knocking down open shots. And at the other end, frustrating Corey Webster, frustrating Aaron Maxey as he drew a foul there. Just playing a fantastic second half for the Pirates.
Abdullah now high scorer of the game, sitting on 15 points. Aaron Maxey with 14 right behind him for the Saints. That'll be a steal. Lindsay Tate, coast to coast. It'll be swatted away by Abdullah. See you later. Swats it away into the corporate seats here at the ASB. Whack. Ooh, and a little club on the back of Lindsay's melon, too. Ooh, that's bad. You get it blocked and a swat on the melon. 2 for 1.
As we see again, once again, Abdullah just trying to get a piece of everybody. Him and Leon Henry getting involved. Some words to say. A double foul called, I believe.
Leon Henry seeing the humor in it. Still chatting, of course. Casey Frank runs out of room. Somehow tries to go up and in. What an athletic move from Casey. He will be fouled. Dylan can't believe it. Let's have a look here. What an athletic move from Casey to get a shot off. And he will be fouled.
players not happy. Casey not happy that the baseline referee didn't make the call. Dylan Boucher obviously not happy that Gavin Few did make the call. Tough policing players, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm dying to be a referee in this league. Casey Frank misses the second. And who's got it? It's like a ping pong ball. Mickens will get the rock with 6:35 left to go here in the game. Auckland 79, Wellington 66. Fantastic game on both ends of the floor here for the Auckland Pirates. O'Reilly for three. Yes! An early dagger from Houston.
And Dan, for me, just great contribution from Houston O'Reilly. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Again, proving his worth in this competition. You know, the Auckland Pirates don't re-sign this kid. I think there'll be a number of teams that are looking for a quality Kiwi point guard.
Yep. Well, here's O'Reilly. Houston, we do not have a problem as he nails that triple.
So we see Casey Frank drawing a foul, but pleasing thing for me to see Dan Abdullah getting a standing ovation from his teammates as he goes to the bench for some well-deserved rest. 15 points, 5 rebounds. Had a great effect in this game so far, Dan.
A great second import. We all thought they might have needed a big man, but Abdallah doing well and sinking it from downtown, inflicting his three-point prowess here tonight. Just under 6 minutes left to go here in this one. The Saints have found themselves in a dogfight. Kevin Smith sitting on 13 points still. Rusko gets it stolen by Kareem Johnson. Corey Webster now with the ball for the Saints. Pulls it up. Casey Frank into Kareem. And, ooh, you can hear that slap from here.
And a good foul there, I think, from, I'm not sure who. It could have been either Kevin. But Kareem Johnson with great position here. You could have called a foul on both of them, I guess.
Kareem Johnson at the line. It's always good for the Saints when you're scoring and the time is stopped. That is not good for the Saints when you're not scoring and the time is stopped. 7 for 16 from the free throw line is Wellington, and that's not going to get it done. Great putback by Leon Henry. Couldn't convert. Boucher will end up with it. Swarmed on by a bunch of Wellington bees. Smith baseline. Yes! Pirates just keep on inflicting and scoring here at will on the Saints. Webster for three. No, sir. Casey Frank on offensive rebound and a big one, and Kareem will lose it to Mickens. Wow.
Dan, the Saints struggling in areas that we just don't usually see them struggle. As we spoke about the free throws, 7 for 17 from the three-point line, 6 for 17. Just not the numbers that we're used to these guys putting up.
Mickens, mid-range, no go. Lindsay Tate on the run now. Brooke Rusko right in his socks. And of course, Brooke Rusko will just take the ball away. And what do we have behind the play there? Professional foul? I think so. Will it be called? No. Well, I don't know. I mean, 6 in one, half does it in the other. Maybe a little Academy Award action. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Houston O'Reilly making a play that normally would see from veterans, just sort of running in the way, running that sort of shepherd cut, as some may call it, and Kareem Johnson just shoving him off like a little fly, but the referees are right on hand to make the call.
Well, there's your foul trouble for the Wellington Saints. Maxey with 4, Johnson 3, Frank with 3, and Tate with 2.
Go there, okay? Front this side. It should be 2 guys.
There's a great spread of scoring by the Saints.
I love it. here, the lob, go for the steal. Otherwise, if he gets a catch there, double it immediately, look to rotate. Let's go.
Great behind the back. Good vision by Casey Frank to find Kareem Johnson cutting to the rack. And there's the highlight reel waiting to happen. Steve Adams with a massive set down. And he can also shoot from outside. He can also block. What can't he do, that kid? Fantastic. It's great to see him, and he has lived up to his reputation.
He sure has, Dan, and just great productive minutes. But Pero Cameron has chosen to go with his horses, Casey Frank and Kareem Johnson, which is a good call. I think they've done the work for them so far this year.
Smith with the hot hand, short, but there's Boucher with an offensive rebound. Snatches it right off of Leon Henry. 7 rebounds now for Dylan Boucher. Foul on Corey Webster.
Dan, I think that'll be a bonus 2 shots for Brooke Rusko, as Wellington Saints have 5 fouls for the quarter, and with 4 minutes and 11 seconds, Dan, I don't know. What do you think? Have the Saints got it in them?
Well, I mean, I just see the way the Pirates have been playing all game long since tip-off. They've been playing with a purpose, been playing loose, high percentage shots. They've been getting offensive rebounds. They've been doing a lot of things we haven't seen them do or get in the last few weeks. Sometimes probably just a bounce of that darn ball.
And great contribution right across the board. Bartlett with 12 points, O'Reilly 7, Rusko 8, Smith 15, Abdullah 15, Mickens 10. Just a really balanced scoring effort from the Auckland Pirates tonight.
And this just goes to show you, any team in this league can take out any other team in this league on any given night. That's how tight this competition is, as Webster puts one up well, strong, and off the mark. Desperation times here for the Saints. Houston O'Reilly. 10 on the shot clock. Smith back to O'Reilly. Around he goes, penetrates. Will feed it off to Webster with the steal. Over to Lindsay Tate. To Leon Henry! Sets one down! Great transition basketball by the Saints. Go for full court pressure action here by the Saints as well. This is good stuff.
And Dan, with 6 seconds coming off the shot clock, the Auckland Pirates have 2 seconds to advance the ball. Over halfway, the Wellington Saints will be looking to force another turnover.
And Dylan Boucher will just kind of quarterback throw it. Smith, 2 shots, couldn't go. Nick Barrow shot, no sir. Lindsay Tate barrels over Houston O'Reilly. He'll be called with a charge. Not going the way the Saints.
Just making plays at both ends of the floor. Had an unfortunate turnover down the other end, but that's just what coaches love to see. You make a mistake, you make something happen at the defensive end. Just a great job from Houston O'Reilly tonight.
16-point buffer here as we get a foul called on Leon Henry. Kevin Smith will be going to the line shooting 2. Well, one would think that Pero Cameron and Kenny McFadden have got to go back to Wellington and reassess things and kind of think what they can take from this game and improve on for the big Final Four weekend coming up.
Yeah, it's always a tough one. You want to put in that good performance going into the playoffs, but at the end of the day, Dan, these guys are the minor premiership winners. Had a great season all year long, so for me, I think they've just got to discard this one, throw it out the door, and look at some game tape of things they've done well throughout the season.
Johnson will charge again, and Dylan Boucher will go down hard. And he will get up. Might need a standing 8 count, Dills, as he hits the floor hard. One of hundreds of occasions. Here he goes, sacrificing his body at every turn. Once again, Dylan Boucher, there's where he earns his paycheck, down on that floor.
And takes a brave man to stand in front of a steamrolling Kareem Johnson coming straight at you. Dylan Boucher doing a great job putting his body on the line, as he always does for his team.
Brooke Rusko's hassled by 2. And that looked like a lot of ball to me. We'll have a look at it. But great little momentary double team there by the Saints on Brooke Rusko. Let's have a look here. .50-50 call, really, Paulie.
I think it looked a lot worse than what it was, but Brooke Rusko doing a great job, being aggressive against the Saints, aggressive defense, and by knocking down that free throw, Dan, he has the chance to put the Pirates up 20 points against the Wellington Saints.
Man of La Mancha, who saw that coming? Wow. Zach Makavilatongia into the game here for the Auckland Pirates as Dylan Boucher goes to the bench with accolades as usual. Great game from him once again. Steve Adams with the ball back into the game for the Saints. Aaron Maxey, little floater. No go. Leon Henry's there to clean it up. 2 points for him. Look at Houston O'Reilly flying. Makavilatongia. Shot no good. Adams with the rebound. Just cuffs the ball in. Gives it off to George Liafa. Ooh, almost got caught with a travel there. Didn't, though. Long shot for 3. No good. Jordan Mills into the game for the Saints. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this one. Brooke Rusko lights it up from downtown. They continue to punish the Saints to the Auckland Pirates.
Brooke Rusko quietly gone about his business, Dan, for a great game. Efficient game, 4 for 4 from the field for his 14 points. Just outstanding work off the bench. As you see, Steve Adams missed the jump hook. Jordan Mills doing a great job staying and getting himself to the line.
And gee, Steve Adams not shy about clearing out Houston O'Reilly under that low post. Dan Peck coming into the game. Beck is ready to go. He's a little chilly coming off that bench, but he's into the game and ready to rock. David Beck. Jordan Mills at the line.
Dan Kong checking into the game as well. Good chance for Kenny Stone to give these guys some minutes here. Last home game of the season before they finish off against the Nelson Giants on Saturday night in Nelson.
And that will go for Jordan Mills. There's Mickens and Dylan Boucher sitting at the bench. Smiles all around. Not a familiar sight this season for the Pirates on the bench. Shot for 3 from Kong, no good. Makavilatongia with the rebound. Just over a minute to go. Rusko with it. Penetrates, little floater off the glass. He saw Adams coming and thought twice about that. Here comes Leon Henry on the run. Aaron Maxey for 2. Good work by them. Seems like the Saints have been getting a lot of points here in a loose transition game. Nick Barrow off the glass. No, sir. Jordan Mills with the rebound. George Liafa goes through everybody. And Leon Henry will just put up a 3. Off the side of the rim, there's Adams with an offensive rebound. He'll zip it out to Mills. Mills has got all day for a 3. That one's short. Dan Kong with the rebound. 26 seconds left in this one, and we've got a foul called. And geez, where has this kind of play been all season for the Auckland Pirates? Awesome stuff, right?
It's great to see, you know, a little bit of disruption throughout the season for the Pirates with injuries and changing of imports. It'll be interesting to see, Dan, what happens next year. Do they keep the core of this group? They've obviously started to gel together a little bit towards the end of the season. Do they keep a core group together, re-sign them for next year, and hopefully start the year off on a better note?
Well, bright spots aplenty for the Auckland Pirates. 15 seconds left in this one. Steve Adams, really impressed with him. Leon Henry on the roll. Jordan Mills will be fouled with 8 seconds left in this game. And while we have a second here, Paulie, why don't you tell us about your boxing match coming up once again? It's for a darn good cause, and you're fighting an All Black.
Former All Black, Roger Randall, training's going well. Something totally different there, you know, I'm not used to, obviously, but really enjoying it. And yes, for a great cause, supporting the awareness of diabetes, especially down in Hawke's Bay. Battle for Life. Jump on Facebook. The event is August 27th at the Hastings Sports Centre. It's going to be a great night. It's for a great cause. So if you're in the area, please get along.
Fantastic stuff, Paulie. We look forward to that, definitely. 4 seconds left in this one. And Brooke Rusko will just hand it off to Zach Makavilitongia, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, as the Auckland Pirates, believe it or not, have absolutely spanked the Wellington Saints. At the end of this one, the Auckland Pirates 94 and the Saints 77. And well, Paulie, what can you take from this game if you're Payroll Cameron?
To be honest, Dan, I think not much. I think it's one of those games we have to throw it out the door, and that's not taking anything away from the Pirates. It's more about the Saints mentality. They've got just over a week to prepare for their semi-final clash, whoever that may be. So, you know, not pleasing for the Saints, but at the same time, they've got to move on very, very quickly, because as I say, in just over a week's time, they play a semi-final game.
All right, we're going to throw things down on the court here with Dennis and Dylan. Dennis!
Congratulations on a fantastic win, Dylan. The question that Dan raised in commentary, where has that sort of play been all season?
We were just talking about that on the bench. You know, we came out, we had nothing to lose. We played confident, we played loose, and, you know, look what we can do. 94 points against the top team in the league, you know. I mean, we talk about sacrificing a few little things at the end of the season, and we've salvaged this season a little bit, and, you know, a couple of the young guys put their hands up tonight, and that's great to see.
What would Pero Cameron have to say to you after this match?
Yeah, boys. Pero won't be happy. It might be the wake-up call they're looking for. Here we go.
Let's get a Stone Pirates on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pirates!
Sorry, I had to get that. Dylan, you've got the Giants coming up. What can you take out of this game there? Are you going to play the same way?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to play loose. We've got nothing to lose. We're here to be spoilers now, and that's all that we can play for. I mean, the guys are playing for contracts and playing for personal pride, and that means a lot.
Do you think that the Saints might have the speed wobbles? How does this affect them in their semi-finals?
Oh, no, I don't think they got the speed wobbles. I just think maybe they took us a little bit lightly. We jumped them, and, you know, we caught them by surprise, I guess. You know, they're a quality team. Don't write them off. You know, they'll be there to the end. You know, it's probably going to come down to, you know, I would say maybe them and Waikato in the final again. It's going to be a repeat of last year's grand final. But, you know, I guess Paulie's sitting over there thinking, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's going to give it a good crack with his boys as well. And Mika and Phil are probably in Nelson saying whatever, Dylan. So, you know, it's going to be a good battle for those top teams.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dylan. Good luck at Nelson, and we'll see you at the finals. Of course, co-commentator for that. Cheers, buddy. Well done. Cheers, buddy.
Fantastic stuff here as the Pirates once again play fantastically, and the ball just seemed to bounce their way here tonight, getting offensive rebounds, getting good looks, and putting the ball in the hoop like they haven't done in weeks past. We're going to throw things back down to Dennis with Brooke Rusko. Dennis!
Yeah, it's all smiles here with the Pirates. Brooke, what an outstanding performance. You must be happy with your own game.
Yeah, it's been a up and down season for myself. Trying to learn a lot from Dylan and Luke and all the older fellas, so no, it's happy something went good this year.
What did you guys say before the game? You came out like a totally brand new side tonight.
We knew we had nothing to lose, so just went out there later on the line, sort of chilled out a little bit, I guess, and it sort of showed played a bit more relaxed today, and it was good.
Were you surprised that the Saints never really got a run going? Are you surprised because they're so good at they can be 14, 15 points behind, and then before you know it, they're leading you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't really think about it. We just try to keep ourselves there, and we know games are runs, but they just didn't have one, so we got lucky there. Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to when you face Nelson on Saturday?
Playing like that again. It was fun, you know. It took a while, but we finally had some fun out there, so one more game of fun.
Thanks very much, Brooke. Well done, mate.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, fantastic stuff here. Great scenes at the ASB Stadium. Here are your top scorers of the night, and you can see a great spread of scoring here for the Pirates. And they are just playing fantastic stuff. A little too late, however, in the season, as this is our last regular season game of the Bartercard New Zealand National Basketball League. We're going to throw things back down to Dennis.
You can tell the Auckland Pirates are a very happy side. Kevin Mickens, loads and loads of smiles for you. You must have enjoyed that performance from you guys.
Oh, I definitely enjoyed it, man. We came out, played hard, played together like we should have did all season. But, you know, Wellington's a good team, very smart, physical. And I just told my mates today, man, come out, play hard, play aggressive, and then we'll do the job.
Kevin, if the Pirates asked you to come back next year, would it be something that you'd entertain?
Yeah, maybe. I love it here, man. I enjoyed myself while I was here. I love the Auckland Pirates. I love GM, all our sponsors, all our owners, man. I love them all, my teammates. I definitely come back.
You got Nelson coming up. Do you think you guys could string another performance to end the season perfectly like that?
Oh, it's nothing. We good. We're going to win that. We're going to win that. We're going to go down there and show them what to do, and then we're going to win.
And for you, what do you get up to after you finish in New Zealand?
After vacation, man. Miami, everything, man. We're going to get it in.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit cold here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, well, Kevin, well done. Lovely to meet you, and you have a great trip too. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Dennis. He's going to hang out with LeBron and company down there in Miami. Here are your statistics for the night.